Did you get that whisper? Hey guys, we're Zack and Jamie and we are celebrity stylists and we're here with BuzzFeed to play a game of Never Have I Ever. Never have I ever disliked something the other was wearing.
Oh, you probably have, I'm sure.
I don't think I actually have. Oh, Jamie has this pimp coat actually. I don't dislike it, I just find it funny. Were you just wearing it one day at work off the rail?
No, I actually bought it, but I make myself sick in it, so I just had to give it away the other day. I gave it to charity because I wore it once and I was like feeling myself, and then the other day I put it on and looked in the mirror and I was like, who are you?
Have you ever disliked anything I've worn?
No, I haven't. I think you're pretty boring, so no, I'm joking. Never have I ever been asked to style someone for free.
Tea.
All the time. Everybody asks you to style them for free, especially when you're starting out and they give you the spiel that it's good exposure and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, I get it, like budgets are tight and you have help friends, etc.
We've definitely worked for free for some of the things that we're passionate about, and you know,
I'd say we still do with our clients.
This industry unfortunately exploits people that are up and coming, or use artist power to say, well, you're getting to work with this person, so if you're going to do it, you have to do it for free and then you can use the credit. But unfortunately, that doesn't pay my bills, so yeah. But I think there's give and take. There's some times where we do work for free and it's warranted, but I think you have to definitely be aware when someone is
taking the piss.
Yeah.
Never have I ever had friends ask me for my opinion on their outfit just because I'm a stylist. Every goddamn day. Literally. Here's the worst for it. I'd say Malloy.
Yeah,
will literally send me pictures daily.
But the difficult thing is when people ask for style advice and they're just friends. Like, we're not just like personal shoppers. Like, we work to a brief, we work to an artist's personality who wants to project a certain image. So when it's just Tina walking down the street and she wants to know what she should wear to a christening.
Yeah, like, oh, I got a Gatsby party, like what can I wear?
Yeah, it's really difficult to like put yourself in that mindset and not put them in a leotard or something. You know? Never have I ever worked more than 12 hours in a day. Well, we talked about this when we were going for our lookbook. We have worked almost 24-hour days. Music video
longer.
shoots.
I'm sure there's been longer ones.
Yeah, music video shoots are exceptionally long. They always run over, they never run to time.
Even times when we're busy in promo, I would say. We'd spend literally the entire day shopping, then we'd be back at the office and we'd be racking up and trying to make outfits for your 15 promo looks that you need to do.
Yeah.
So there's quite often that we'd leave the office in busy periods, like gone 12 at night.
There was a time where Little Mix it was in the winter time, they were doing lots of promo, and I remember, didn't we sleep
in the office,
we
yeah.
slept on the office floor. I came back, I went home for some reason. I think I went back to shower and I came back and Zach just got a duvet and slept on our office floor.
Yeah.
Never have I ever had a day at work that was so stressful I cried or thought about quitting. The only time I did get so stressed out, I then cried the next day out of happiness.
On the train.
On the train in front of everyone. Was when we did the Little Mix shout out to my ex performance on X Factor. The production of the show said that Jessie couldn't wear the outfit she was wearing because it was too revealing, and there was this whole battle back and forth, and we had no other option, and Jessie didn't want to change. So it was very stressful, and then they eventually gave in. However, when I was watching the live performance, I was so stressed out and couldn't enjoy it. And it was the same day that the Little Mix video came out for Shout Out to My Ex. So again, I was so in my head, didn't really take it in. It was the first two things that we did with them. So for me not to enjoy it when they were coming out and they were live, the next day I was on the train and I watched the video and then the live performance back to back. And I just burst out in tears on the train. And I think it was just like relief. And I was like, oh, we did do a good job. Like all that stress was for nothing.
Never have I ever had a disagreement with a celeb that I was styling. Can you think of anything? Oh. No.
You have to name names.
I mean,
Did you get that whisper?
I guess I can say, I wouldn't say it was a disagreement. It was just something that I just.
It was maybe like a bit of an altercation, a frosty moment.
Yeah. So I was shooting a lookbook collection with a collaboration between a fashion brand and Lindsay Lohan. And it was the first time that I'd met her. We were shooting with Rankin, and it was the first time that I was shooting with Rankin, so I was very happy to be there. So Lindsay put this outfit on, and it was a blazer and shorts, and she put her own Chanel belt over the top. And then she was complaining that you couldn't see the shorts. And I just suggested that when she gets in front of the camera, she moves the she moves the blazer and she like plays around. And she turned around to me and she said, I've just met you, you need to simmer down. And I thought she was joking at first, so I laughed and then realized she was being serious. And I was livid. I was ready to take all those clothes, all the jewelry that I brought and shoes and just leave.
I would do anything for Lindsay to speak to me like that.
I mean,
Honestly,
yeah, it's
like,
a great...
She can treat me however she wants.
Oh, well, she can teach me how to throw a party, and that's about it.
Never have I ever thought an outfit I styled looked good in real life, but somehow looked terrible in photos. Oh yeah. You know which one I'm thinking of. Oh, it just happens. There's one that we did. I'm not going to name and shame it. I don't know, it just didn't work.
It was an award show that
We fit the day before that they were leaving.
In our defense, we were so busy, they were so busy, the fittings were a nightmare, and you didn't see it all together. You didn't see what the finished outcome was going to look like. And individually, the looks probably would have looked great, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, no, they would.
And then we just saw it and we were like, oh no.
And in my defense, if I was there, if we were there, we would have changed it on the spot.
Never have I ever styled someone who I was a fan of before I got the job. We have a client called Neo, who I was very, very much into before we worked with her. I actually asked the music label that she was with. We have a good relationship with a few music labels, and we just asked for the opportunity and loved her music, and we were like, please, 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 let's work with Neo. And they put us forward to her and she said yes, and we got to work with her. So.
I'd say that's pretty much a rule that we work and live by though, is we would probably only work with people that we are fans of, that we're personally into, because then I feel like it's authentic and you have that good connection.
Yeah, for sure.
Never have I ever said an outfit looked good even though I knew it didn't.
No, not every time.
No, I would say I pretty much do it to people, like just randoms that ask me.
I think, if I'm honest, we worked on a TV show that had a lot of politics.
X Factor?
Sure, if we're gonna do that. And I think the powers that be would want you to put the contestants in a certain thing that you probably wouldn't have chose.
Well, I feel like the thing there was we weren't the head stylist, although we were head of a category, we weren't head stylist, so we stuck to someone else's brief and ultimately someone else would have the final say. Well, several people would have the final say.
Yeah.
So
but styling isn't
and keep people
just...
happy.
It's not just about... There's like a psychology to it, like you need people to feel confident. And if it honestly looked hideous, then I'd say, no, I'm sorry, I can't lie to you, like I don't think this looks good, but you're gonna have to wear it. But, you know, you have to make sure people feel good and you have to let them know, so.
Yeah.